Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the Great Millstone, Charlotte Camp, coming at you with another lesson. And before we get into our lesson, we want to start off giving our praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers in the ministry, pushing the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, praying and hoping to be part of their elect, man. So we're just gonna get into a lesson, and this message to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, prophecies, history, and the ones, the Israelite foreigners, or the confused faces that might not look like your average Negro, Latino, and Native American, but if their father go back to the nation of Israel, they are Israelites, man, according to the seed, the flesh, and the spirit, man. But basically, man, we're going to touch on a lesson getting on these so-called white people, man, which are the biblical Edomites, man, or Esau, man, and we're going to get on, touch on about their wickedness, man, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, who the world is called God and Jesus Christ, dark-skinned, man, or dark-skinned entities, so-called Negroes, they're against you so-called white people, man, for all the wickedness that you done promoted and pushed throughout the earth for all these centuries, man. You are the wicked that the Lord in the Bible speak of, man. But the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, is about to bring great destruction upon you wicked Edomites, man. From you elites, the so-called Illuminati, the super rich central bankers, all the way down to the average Edomites or so-called white person, man. Man, women, and children, man. And today we're going to touch on about how Esau, which is your real biblical nationality, but how you stole everybody's nationality, man, and trying to cover up your true nationality, man. So we're going to go ahead and get into the scriptures, man.
This is the book of Michael, chapter 2, verse 1. It said, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands."
So the Lord saying that, it's in the power of these Edomites' hands for right now to do wickedness, man.
Right.
And what the things that they done practice, man, they done, man, change up everybody's nationality, man.
That's right.
Stealing other people's cultures or identity, man. So Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, you're the real identity thieves, man.
That's right.
You don't stole everything, man. You don't want to own up to your true biblical nationality, man. And continue on.
Verse 2, it said, "And they convert fields and take them by violence."
And that's the so-called white man M.O., man. That is blessing, man, that Isaac gave unto him in the book of Genesis, man. And when Isaac gave him his blessing, what was his blessing? The sword, man. And what he did with the sword, man, he went around and conquered, man. The Lord said that by his sword shall he live, man. And the fatness of the earth is how he's going to get, his kingdom or force his blessing by the way of the sword, man. And so Esau done took over all these countries. Not only that, in most of these countries, that he took over their resources, their land, and bring destruction to them, but he also took their identities, man. He took, you get Psalms chapter 49 real quick, verse 11. He took, he look into the times of the Egyptians, with the Egyptians are the biblical Hamites, going back to one of the sons of Ham, which is Mizraim, and the Hamites are dark-skinned people, man. And the original Egyptians are still here today, man. They are in Sudan, man, in Africa, man, or South Sudan, man. The tall, black, Africans, man, or Hamites, man. They are the true Egyptians, man. But through Alexander and his army, his 4 generals, one of his generals, took over Egypt, man. And that way you get the term Egypt today, man. Egypt is a Greek word by the Grecians, man, or by Alexander and his empire, man, that stole that land. You know, the images and the icons went from, you know, and you can look it up in history, how the icons went from dark-skinned people, which are the Hamites, the sons of Mizraim, the original Egyptians, you know, to them being so-called white people, man. You know, because Esau took down the Egyptians and he put himself up on the throne, man, and portrayed himself being the Egyptians, man. The same way with the people over there in Europe, you know, because Esau, you know, he took the land from Europe, mainly on bringing the downfall of the people of Rome and Greeks. You know, the original Greece and Romans are the sons of Japhet, man. And what happened, man, Esau went into the land of Europe, which also Europe is also named by a Japhetic woman too, man. You know, she was a Japhite, man. And what the devils did, man, they went in and conquered the Japhites and pushed them out of the land of Europe and out of the, you know, different parts of Asia, you know, and they went into the islands, man. You know, the sons of Japheth today are the ones of the Hawaiians, the Samoans, you know, the Vietnamese, the Filipinos, you know, over there in Thailand, you know, and that the way they got over into them different islands, the so-called white men pushed them out, man, by the way of the force of the sword, man. Just like how we read in Malachi, or when it's like in Michael chapter 2, man, how they convert fields and take them by violence, man. You know, we already said, you know, Europe, Africa, different parts of China, you know, even to the over here, man, on the Western Hemisphere, man. Who was the original inhabitant of the so-called Americans, man? The Native Americans, the Seminole Indians, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Latino tribes down there in Central and South America. And how Esau got this land, he stole it from them, man. By slaughter, man. By the shed of the bloodshed of the sword, man. You know. And he also took the land that's above all, man. The land of Israel, man. Which also the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, where the Native Americans and the Latinos are originally from, man. They are originally from the land of Israel, man, before they came over here to the Americas, man. You know, so basically Esau robbed the northern kingdom twice, man. You know, from the lands over here in the Americas and the original land, the land of Israel, man. You know, which is the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, the Native American land, man. You know, y'all stole that land, man. Right. Ever since the time of the 1949, the Balfour Declaration, man. You know, and y'all devils will have to pay for that, man. You over there in the Middle East, taking over there, man. You know, go ahead and get that song on 49.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses. Slack, I'm going to read that over. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah, so, and these Edomites, these so-called white people, you know, mainly with the elites, man, you know, that pride puff up in them, man, and they mind, man, they thoughts, man, thinking that they're going to continue on forever, man. You know, thinking they're going to continue on conquering a nation by the way of their military, you know, their different policies, democracy, you know, the different, you know, agendas that they got planned, you know, mainly by the way of their RFID chip, the mark of the beast. And they're thinking that they're going to implement their new world order and succeed, man, and be on top forever, man. That's what the inward thoughts is, man. But it's not going to happen, man. You know, your time of rulership is running out, man. The Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shah, or Mashiach in the Hebrew, man. You know, from the nation of Israel, man. He's going to come back and bring your kingdom down, man. Right. You know, when he bring war against you Edomites, man. But you won't get to the point. Continue on.
It says, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
That's what these devils do, man. You know, they call their lands every way that they go, they conquer, and they take the lands from other nations and they call them after their own names, man. You know, look at America, man. You know, America wasn't called America before before these devils got over here, man.
Right.
You know, the Indians, the Native Americans, and the Latino tribes, so-called Latino tribes, and the Native Americans, they had different lands that they called themselves here in the so-called America before the so-called white man got over here, man.
Right.
America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, man, an explorer, man. You know, look over there in Africa, man. You know, the word Africa, it wasn't named Africa, man. So-called land of Africa, man. It was known as the land of Ham, man. And when the Edomites took over, man, during the three Punic wars, if I'm pronouncing it right. You know, the three wars that they had over there, you know, and the Romans general that won that war, you know, which are the Edomites, named that land. His name was Lucas Skimpy Africanus, man. However you pronounce these devil names, man. You know, and then they stole that land, man, over there in Asia, which his name is Asiatic, you know, Africanus brother, which are also Romans that took over the part of Asia and Europe, man. So these devils gonna conquer the whole continent and name it after their own names, man. You know, different places throughout America named after, you know, who you got. You know, that the people done conquer America, these Edomites, man. Columbus, you know, Washington, Abraham, you know, Lincoln, you know, Sumter, all different type of streets and counties and cities named after these Edomites, man.
Right. If I can say, man, if you don't believe us, man, go back and watch your old Western shows or movies, man. They even show you in those things how these so-called white people, the Edomites, took the land for them, man. They show you in the movies or the old Western movies, man, or the old shows, man. You know how they ran all the Indians out their own land, man. Not only them, but the rest of them, man. They show you that in these things, man.
Yeah, history show it itself, man. History show that you Edomites came over here off your ships, man.
Correct.
You're over here to America, you know, and you broke all the peace treaties that you had with the Native Americans, which are the Gadites, you know. And you came over here with that peace, you know, in your mouth, but war in your heart, man, in your mind, man.
Correct.
You know, and you sucker, or you got the Native Americans and the other tribes comfortable with you, you know, over a amount of years, and eventually you stole the land from them by betraying them and slaughtering them, man. You know, just like how you did with all these other countries before you came over here to America, man. How you took down all these other continents, man, and put yourself up as that you the original indigenous people of those land, man. That's it on that. Go back to Micah 2 and 22.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. And it reads, and they convert fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah, and that's the point, man. These are their heritage, man. You know, these Edomites, man, these so-called white people, man, these devils, for centuries, man. Ever since the time of the Greek Empire, Alexander the Greek, you know, the son of Philip Macedonia, you know, and his generals, you know, Greek, you know, in the Roman Empire, you know, to the time that they got, you know, went down and they came back into power, man. It was always taking over other nations, man, and oppressing those nations and their heritage, man. You know, attack on these nations and heritage, man. Taking a true identity from them and putting it on themselves, man. Taking these nations' true identity from them and putting them on themselves and calling them different names, man. You know, that's blasphemy, man. But the Lord named the nations of his own power, man. And for you devils to go and lie, you know, and cover up all the faces of the nations, especially the faces of the Israelites, man. You know, the Lord is going to pay you back for that, man.
That's right.
But that leads to confusion, man.
That's right.
That's it on that.
Okay.
Get on Job 9:24. And that's one of the many things that you devils done, man. One of the biggest things that y'all done throughout history, man. Identity theft, man. Stealing other nations' identity, man. And placing it upon yourself, man. And placing false identities on the nations that y'all don't conquer, man.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Their hand represents power, man. And right now, who's in the power seat? The wicked, man. And you can clearly see who's in the power, man. You so-called white people, man.
That's right.
Proving that y'all the wicked, man.
That's right.
Which is you biblical Edomites, man.
That's right.
Ain't no other nations in power, man. For centuries, man, you know, ever since y'all came into power over here in America, and y'all came from out of the cave, you know, from the time of the revival or your rebirth, man. When you came back into power after the Dark Ages, when we went down, you know, 'cause we ruled the Dark Ages for 1,000 years, man. The so-called Negro, West Indian, and Haitian, man. You know, and over here near the Native Americans and the Central Americans, you know, I mean the Latins, the Hispanics, you know, and they had their own empires over here, man. But you devils, ever since you came back in power, man, you know, you took all the nations and the identities, man, you know. And they say that, you know, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. And you are the wicked, man. No other nation is doing what these so-called white people are doing, man.
That's right. You
know, they done copying, you know, because you got people saying that the so-called white man, Esau, or the Arabs, or Esau, the son of Japheth, the so-called white man is the sons of Japheth. Not having the understanding that the so-called white man is Esau, man.
That's right.
You know, he can't hide himself anymore, man. You know, the Arabs are Ishmaelites, man. The son of Japheth are the Hawaiians and the Samoans and the different aboriginals or indigenous people of the islands, man, over there in the Pacific Ocean, man. You know, so you devils can't hide yourself, man. You're showing that you're in the power seat, man, through all your wickedness, man. You control the money. You know, you got the strongest military. You know, and that's talking about all you Edomites, man, from America, Europe, you know, NATO, Russia, the fake Jews down there, Amalek, the fake Edomites, the fake Jews down there, which are Edomites, man. You know, they got the top military, man, out of all these other countries, man, all these other nations. Continue.
Continue on with Job 9:24. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
The scripture said he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. The judges going back to the ones that's in power, man. The ones that got the authority, man. You know, and who's the ones that the Lord set up to be the judges on the earth? You know, it's the Israelites, man. You know, how the way you cover the faces mainly of the Israelites, you know, and you know, it can go for these other nations too, but mainly the Israelites, man. You know, you took down the images of the Negroes, you know, and during the time of the rebirth, you know, the Renaissance, you came up and whitewashed all the dark icons, you know, of the Israelites, you know. You done it with the Hamites, the sons of Japheth, man. Different other nations, man. You take all the other nations' icons down and put yourself up as that you those people, man. You know, especially the main judge, Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
You know, when you took, you know, because the scriptures clearly say Yahweh Shai is a so-called Negro, what the world calls us Negroes. You know, they place on us, but a so-called dark-skinned man or black man from the tribe of Judah, you know, and clearly said, given his description, that he got white woolly hair, man, a white beard, man. He's dark-skinned, man, you know. But the image they portray as the Lord today is a false image, man. They go back to Cesare Borgia, man, or Raptus Christo, man. Whatever, you know, the gods is, man. But all of them are false identities, man. That you so-called white people put up, man. You know, and you done cover the faces of the judges, man, the Israelites, man, the main judges, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. You cover our history up, man, and take it as your own, man. Even now, man, you got these devils over here. You got a lot of them. Every time, you know, been at camp, man, we got a lot of these devils. They'll come to camp, pass by, and we ask them what their nationality. They quick to say they Cherokee or something, man. They don't have a lick features of a Native American, man. Not saying that, you know, because you're going to have a lot of our people, you know, confused faces. But we all know majority of these heathens, man, they want to claim on, well, not heathens, but Edomites. You know, they want to claim on you know, other people's identities, man. You know, because you don't have no other nations. You don't see no Arabs walking around calling themselves black, Israel, you know. You don't see the Chinese walking around calling themselves the Hamites, you know. They already know what their nationality is, man. And through years they done been confused because Esau push out their agenda, calling them Chinese or yellow man, you know, black, you know, white, red. Esau came up with that, man. Those colors, you know, to throw the nation's nationalities off, man. You know. But he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. You know, and that's what he's doing, man. Whitewashing everybody's images of what these nations truly look like, man. What the nations truly look like, and portraying them to be themselves, man. Taking over their lands, taking their identity, putting these, you know, the other nations' names on their self, man. You know, and calling all nations different other, you know, false identities, man. Especially the children of Israel, man. The so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But you definitely don't want to know. You definitely don't want us to know that we are the Lord's chosen people, man. But the Lord is waking us up anyway, man, through the Spirit and through the apostles, the elders, the true teachers, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, that
right.
great millstone,
That's
and
right.
different brothers, man. You know, that's in the same stead, man.
That's
So
right.
you can't hide yourself anymore, man. You get Psalms 58 and 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. And it reads, the wicked are
Estranged.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they were born, speaking lies.
The counsel, the wicked, ever since the Lord, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua that creates all things. You know, he created you so-called white people even in the womb, man, before you even born, man. You know, once you come out, man, as that little child, man, you come out already speaking lies, man. And that's the spirit that the Lord put in you, Edomites, man. You so-called white people, man. You know, and you grow up being a young devil, which the word devil means deceiver. You know, grow up to be a full-grown man, woman, devil. You know, and ever since then, man, ever since the womb, man, that you came out, man, that your nation came into power, you know, or came to existence, you know, you so-called white people was pushing lies, man, deceiving the people, man. You know, your lies and your deceivingness was so great for all these years. They don't have the world. They have the world in a state of confusion, man. You know, in the delusions, man, deceiving us, man. But now we at the point that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is exposing you devil's lies, man.
That's right.
Through the spirit, man. Through the truth, man. Through the histories that been brought out by the apostles and elders, great millstone, different other sources, man, that exposing you devils for all the lies that you done taught over the years, man, and trying to cover up, man. You can't hide it anymore, man. Get Job 13 and 4. I'm gonna read this one real quick. Get Job 13 and 4. Yeah, you go ahead and read Job 13.
This is the book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physical.
Positions.
Ye are physicians of no value.
Yeah, so the scripture said that, talking about Esau, man. Edom, you so-called white people, saying that you are forgers of lies, man. That all you so-called white people push, man, from your elites on down, man. Lies, man. And one of the biggest lies that you push is the false identity of the people of the world, man. You know, and placing false identities that which is the true identities of these other nations, you know, on yourself, man, instead of pushing your true identity as the Edomites, man. You know, because you know what's in store for you Edomites, man. You know how your history is, man, and the judgment that Yahweh Shah got prepared for you, man. Even on your wicked, prideful mind, thinking that you're going to escape your judgment or pull one over on the Most High and this heavenly Son, man. But it's not going to happen, man. Like you're going to keep his people, the Israelites, and, you know, from their true identity, man. You know, it's not going to happen, man. The Lord is exposing you, man, and your time is up, man. And the scriptures say that you are forgers of lies, man. But not all you so-called white people do, man, is lie, man. And say that we don't have the truth, man. So you so-called white people, you get mad at us because we expose you about all your wickedness that you done over the years. And all of a sudden, we the problem, man. The whole time for centuries, man, you so-called white people did all type of wickedness, man. Slandering, murder, especially against us, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right. You know, and even unto these other countries, which they are insignificant. Because they right in league with you devils, man. You know, but now they're at the point that they raising up against you Edomites. You know, so the Lord got the whole world against you Edomites for all the wickedness you done been doing over these years, man. All the bullying that you've been doing on the earth, man. Destroying the earth and going in different other countries and destroying their lands, man, and their people, man. Now it's coming back to hunt you, man. Look at Job 30, read verse 1 through 8.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. And it reads, But now that they are younger than I have me and
Take your time, just take your time. Just read this book.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now that they are younger than I have me and derision.
And they're talking about the Edomites, man. Because they are younger than us, meaning, you know, Esau came out before Jacob. He is the eldest. But the Lord blessed Jacob over Esau, man. So they below us, man. You know. And the Lord said Job said now they got him in derision, man. And now he got 2/3 of our people in derision, man. You know, thinking that they blacks, thinking they Latinos, thinking they Native Americans, thinking they Africans, thinking they Muslim or Christians or any other deceivingness that the so-called white men are pushed on the nation of Israel, man. The so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But the Lord is awakening the elect up to the true understanding of the scriptures and to the true inheritance, man.
It says, "Who fathers I would have disdain to have sit with the dogs of my flock."
Yeah, because that's how filthy and low the Edomites are, man. They like to commit bestiality, man. Sleeping with animals, man. You know, so Job said he wouldn't even have them sit by his dogs, man. But he know how low and disgraceful and nasty the Edomites are, man. How filthy, how abominable they are, man. And they even have sex with the animals, man. Continue on. And prove that we lying about that, man. Look how they trying to push bestiality, man. Got all type of different videos of these Edomites, you know, mainly Edomites. And you got the whole majority of the world, because you got the majority of the people of the world doing this wickedness. But they getting it and following the ones that's in league, man. You know, you Edomites, man. The Lord said that as is the kings, so are the people, man. So whether these elites push out the one that's in power, these simple-minded people going to follow along with it, man, because they think it's right, man. You know, to derision and to their own destruction, man, by judgment from Yahweh Shem Shah. You're not supposed to commit bestiality, man, laying down with no animal, man. You know, the Lord make a man for a woman and a woman for a man, and the animals for their own selves, man. You're not supposed to do that, man. That's in the scriptures, that you're not supposed to have sex with animals, man. That's bestiality, man. And the Lord said that person, that man or that woman, supposed to be put to death, and the beast, man. Because they both defile, man.
That's right. That's right. Verse 3, it said, for want and famine, they were solitary, feeding. Oh, Slakia. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 2. Ye were too, might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age were perished.
Yeah, it was a time that you so-called white people was on the bottom, that we ruled over you, man. During the times of King David, Solomon, the different judges and kings, you know, that ruled during the time of Israel, when we was in power, before we got kicked out of our land and went into captivity, man. We was over you devils, man. You know.
Now to verse 3. For want and famine, they were solitary, feeding into the wilderness in former time, desolated and wasted.
Yeah, and that's why you devils was back then, man. You know, in the ancient times, man, you know, other countries or other nations ran you or chased you away from their inhabitations, man. They didn't really did business with you, man. You know, because they see that you was the lowest of all nations, man. Anywhere you went, man, you brought diseases, you know. You stole the cattle. You know, you had sex with the animals, man. You know, defiling the land. You know, you was in that state of beastly mind, man. You know, acting like animals, man. You know, it's only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah that you devils got a certain integrity about yourself, man. How you was compared back then, man. You know, looking like apes, man. The caveman, you know, clothes, not having really, you know, fully dressed, man. Having, you know, living in filthy, man. Now the Lord, you know, give you a little bit of integrity, man. And you Edomites are still filthy, man. You still, you know, you just, you know, you walk around with, you know, with clothes on now. Because thanks to us, man, making you civilized, when we brought you out of them caves during the time of the Dark Ages, you know, and help you know how to, you know, comb and groom and eat, you know, with forks and spoons, with utensils, man, to take care of yourself, you know, bathe you know, and also our people, the Native Americans, our brothers, taught you in all that, man, before you came over here to this land, man. You know how the Native Americans, Gad, and Hispanics, you know, the Northern Kingdom, see how filthy you devils was, man. You know, so they even was then, I mean, back then, now, and especially, you know, during the time with Job talking about, man. Continue on.
On verse 4, it says, who cut the mellows, who cut the mellows by branches, and Jupiter roots of their meat.
So that was basically what y'all was eating, like, you know, y'all wasn't eating good how y'all are eating, how you Edomites eating now, man. Y'all be eating, you know, off the earth, you know, eating probably, you know, eating abominable things and everything like that, man.
Continue on. Verse 5. It says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah, so you were driven forth from man, meaning any way that you heathens went, I mean you Edomites went, you know, you were driven away, man. Everybody knew your MO, man. Everybody knew that Esau, you Edomites, all about stealing, man. You know, taking, man. You know, murdering, man. That's why they say they driven away and cry after them as thief, man. You know, because they knew your MO, man. All the nations, man. That's why most of you Edomites was driven into the caves, man, away from society, man. That's what the scripture say you was solitude, man. Or solitary, man.
It says verse 6. It says to dwell in cliffs of valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks.
And that what happened, man. That where you devil's habitation was, man. In the valleys, man, the cliffs. You know, in low valley mean low places, man. You know, in the mountains and the lowest part of the earth, man. You know, away from society during that time, man. Because the nations knew how you Edomites get down, man. You know, but the main point I wanted to touch on is the thief, man. Like I said, because everybody knew how you Edomites get down, man. How y'all steal everything, man. So even back then, man, everybody knew that you was the devil and how you like to, steal, and that you Edomites was basically a thief nation, man. You know, not living upright, man. That's it on that. No, go on. Keep reading on. A little bit more. Read the 8.
Verse 7. It says, among the branches they brave.
Among the bushes.
Among the bushes they brave. Under the nettles, they were gathered together.
Mm-hmm. Out in the woods and everything, man. Those you devils also doing, man.
8.
They say away from society, man.
Verse 8. They were children of fools, ye children of base man.
And come, the Lord say, Job say, you Edomites are children of fools, man. You know, a base man. You know, low. You know, out of all nations, you Edomites are the bases of all nations, man. The lords of all nations, man. And the reason why you're on top, man, because the Lord using you to show his power that he's going to take down your wickedness, man. You know, the Lord, now showing you that's a higher power, man. And here, Yahweh Shem Yahushua took the greatest nation, which is his people, Israel, took them from off top, man, and put us on the bottom, man, and put the most lowest nation, the wickedest nation, Esau, out of all nations, on top, man. Because we've been disobedient, man. But the Lord's going to put everything back on right side up, man. We're going to go back on top, and you devils going to go back down, man, on the bottom, the lowest of the low out of all nations, man. Because you heathens, even all y'all heathens, you Hamites as filthy as they is, and these Arabs, these East Indians, these Chinese, Japanese, the sons of the Hawaiian Samoans, they heathens too, and they filthy as well, man. But they not compared to the filthiness of you Edomites, man. The lowest nation out of all nations, man. And the filthiest, man. And when we get into power, man, we're going to put all you heathens in captivity, man.
That's right.
And mainly, we're going to be focusing on you Edomites, man. For the payback, man, that you did upon us, man. In our power, man. All the blasphemy, man. And the lies, man. That's it on that. John 10 and 10. You got something to say, though. You can see, too. You got to read, man.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the thief come not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
And that's what you Edomites have done, man. Ever since your existence, man. Especially in these times, man. All the Yahweh Shah said, all the thief is going to do is come to steal, to kill, and to destroy it, man. That the MOs of you devils, man. It don't fit no other nation, man. You don't stole everything, man, by the force of the sword and through your deceitfulness, man. Continue on.
Right, because everything I did, man, the whole entire life, all thing I did is rape, rob, and murder, man. Okay, that's all y'all do. Okay, and it's still until this day, man. You go into the other countries, you take their resources, you take You take the oil. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go in there and take the customs, man. Okay, that's all y'all do, man.
Yeah. That's another big thing too. I'm glad you said that, man. A lot of these, gods or these idols that Esau had, man, he got them from these other nations, man.
Right.
So Esau, man, ain't nothing original about him, man, but his wickedness, man. They had their own certain gods. But most of these guys, man, they got from the Hamites, man. They got from the Chinese, Moab and Ammon. Mainly the Hamites, man. Which all over the wickedness, but still, they even steal other nations' gods, man. He even trying to, take and steal our God, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is our God. And how the form of way he's trying to steal it, man. By putting his twist on it, man. The images, the blasphemy images, putting himself up as he's the Lord, chosen people in the Bible, man. Every time most of the time you type in the children of Israel, man, you ain't gonna see no blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You gonna see nothing but white, pale faces, man. You type in on the Lord, or you say with a word called Jesus Christ. You type in Jesus Christ, of course you gonna get that white image up. Or God, or Adam, all of them gonna be whitewashed images, man. Or these devils, man. Not the original look that the scriptures describe it, man. Because the Lord said that the nation of Israel are dark-skinned people, man. The originals, man, Israelites, man. Like I said, because you're going to have Israelite foreigners of a few faces that go back to the bloodline of Israel, on their father's side. But the original Israelites were dark-skinned people, man. Melanated people.
Continue on.
John 10:10. Yeah, continue on.
And this big bro Yahushua speaking, man. Continue on. This said, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
Yeah, that what Yahushua given to his men through the Spirit, man. Start from the apostles and elders on down, man.
That's right.
Yahushua giving his men, his elect men, that light, man, that life, man, abundantly, man, by this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Seeing these scriptures, man, breaking these scriptures down and exposing you devils, man. You Edomites for all the lies that you done taught, man, and that you done rape, rob, and steal our inheritance, man.
Right.
But now your time is up, man. Just like how it's gonna be vice versa, man. Just like how you beat our inheritance out of us and we lost our inheritance through slavery, man. In our kingdom, man, we're going to beat your inheritance in you, man.
That's right.
There ain't going to be no more calling yourself white, Egyptian, so-called, Africans or these false identities, man. You're going to go by one name, man. That's going to be your true biblical name, man. Esau, Edom, man. Which Edom means red and Esau means wasted away, man. And all you other nations going to go back to your original biblical name too, man. Just like how we're going to be known as the Israelites, man. We ain't going to be known as no damn Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. Or so-called African American, man. We're going to go back as our true identity, man. Yahshua Allah, man. He's Prince of Power, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's it on that. I got Jeremiah. You hold Ezekiel 36. Read 5 through 8. I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And it said, And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Now, ever not just meaning, because Lord is going to forgive us for our sin. That's right. Forever just meaning for a long time, man. And the Lord told Jeremiah, which is a prophet of the Lord, that he was going to discontinue for his inheritance, just like the whole nation of Israel did, man.
That's right.
And how we discontinue for our inheritance, because we start keeping the law, statute, commandments that the Lord gave us through Moses, We didn't believe in Yahweh Shah with a 2/3 as a, you know, the nation of Israel, or the 2/3, they didn't believe in Yahweh Shah,
Right.
you know. And eventually the elect, the ones that was being righteous, they fell because of the 2/3, man. And the Lord punished not just an individual, he punished the whole nation, man. So that's why, you know, even the righteous ones amongst Israel went into captivity, man. And they prove it right here, man. 'Cause he said, Jeremiah, even you shall discontinue, man. And Jeremiah was a man of the Lord, man, a prophet, man. And even him went into captivity, man. So all the nation of Israel had to go into captivity, man. The good ones, the elect one, and the 2/3, man. But this time the Lord's gonna redeem the elect, man, and punish the 2/3, man. And this up and coming destruction that's about to take place here in America and throughout the world, man, throughout the earth, man. But the point is, man, that we discontinue from our heritage, man. You know, and it says you shall serve. It says you shall serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, man. And what's that talking about, man? Here over here in America, man.
Right.
You know, we lost our heritage. We came over here, and we, you know, even though we have some of our heritage, man. Or eventually, what happened, man? We lost it through slavery, man. You know, Esau giving us these proverbs and bywords, man, calling us black, Latin, Hispanic, you know, Puerto Rican, you know, Cuban, you know, names that's not our real identity, man. Putting false identities on us, man. So that's how we lost our inheritance, man. And them taking on our inheritance for themselves, man. You know, putting their hand on our scriptures, man. Claiming that they're the Lord chosen people, man. So that Father pushed us away from our power, man. The majority of our people still to this day think that the so-called white man are God chosen people, man. They still think that them fake Jews down there are the Lord chosen people, man. Not knowing that they are the true people of Yahweh Shah, man. You know, they still thinking that these devils are the Lord chosen people, man. But it's, you know, even though there's truth out there exposing them, that they're not the Lord chosen people, our people still want to follow the ways and the lies, what they've been taught, man. You know, so even we had to been discontinued, man. But the Lord is bringing us back, man, to our true inheritance, man.
That's right.
From you devils, man, that took our inheritance, man. Get that on Ezekiel 5.
All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, verse 5. It said, therefore, thou said the Lord Yahweh Shah power, surely in the fire of my jealousy I spoke against the residue of the heathens and against the Idumean.
It said against all Idumean, man. The residue of the heathens, man, against all Idumean, mainly going into you fake Jews there, man. Down there in the land of Israel, man, which is our lands, man, that belong to the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man, that you stole our land, man. And Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom, man, which is another word for you so-called white people, man. You Edomites, man.
Continuing, it said, which had appointed my land into possession with the joy of their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast out for a prey.
And cons, and that's what you devils did, man. Like I went into earlier, man. And we say you took the land in 1949 with the Balfour Declaration, man. You know, claiming that you the Lord lost tribes of Israel, but you ain't nothing but the sons of Edom, man. You know, going back to the grandson of Esau, Amalek, man. And you stole that land, man. You Zionists over there, you fake Jews, man. You know, you don't even keep the lands, man. That was the Lord said you took it all with joy, with all joy of your mind, man. You know, and make it despiteful, man. You know, it said make it despiteful and cast despiteful mind if you cast it out for a prey. Because you claim that you say that you're the Israelites, but y'all call yourself, you know, Israelis. You know, y'all don't represent the whole, you know, tribe. Here, there's supposed to be 12 tribes, but y'all always saying that you're nothing but 3. You know, even you, Jew, y'all say Jew, Levi, Benjamin. You know, but y'all never name the other tribes, man. You know, you don't keep the laws and statutes and commandments over there, man. You don't wear the fringes, the customs that the real Israelites doing. That what we keep it, man. You know, the tell us, now you know we the Lord chosen people, man. You Israelis don't keep the Sabbath, man. The true Sabbath, y'all keep it the Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, man. You know, that's not the Sabbath, man. The Sabbath fall on the new moon, man.
God.
You know, it don't fall on no every Friday to Saturday, man. That's another lie that you devils taught, man. Y'all don't push the scriptures. You know, y'all thinking believe in the book of Talmud, you know, which is a Hamitic custom book.
Yep.
You don't keep none of the scriptures, man, and none of the laws, man. You push homosexuality in the land. Kosher pig with swine is a abominable food that we're not supposed to eat. So you devils don't keep the laws, man. But the laws wasn't given to you Edomites, man.
That's right.
Now you're doing so much wickedness over there in the land of Israel, man. But guess what, man? Yahweh Shah is going to destroy that land.
That's
man.
right.
With you devils in it, man. And we're going to rebuild that land by the true Israelites, man, which are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The ones that the identities that you took, man. You know, but the Lord is giving it our true identity back, man. And he's going to give us our land back also, man. Continue on.
Verse 6. It says, prophesies, therefore concerning the land of Israel, and said unto the mountains, and into the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thou said the Lord Yahweh shall power. Behold, I spoke into my jealousy, and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of a heathen.
And so the Lord said the land of Israel have borne, meaning carrying the shame of the heathen, man. So there ain't nothing but heathens in that land, man. Showing that the scriptures are real, man. You know, because the scriptures say that Idumea and Edom, you so-called white people, and this written 3,000, 4,000 years ago, man. And they tell you that they were going to take our land, man. The Edomites, man. And born it shame of the heathen, man. Because like I said earlier, a minute ago, they don't keep none of the custom, man. They pushing up with wickedness in the Holy Land, man. Which is our land, man. The real Israelites, man. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Now the Lord said he's speaking against the mountains, man. Meaning against the land. And what's he going to do to it? He's going to bring that destruction to it, man.
That's right.
Up and coming World War III by the hands of Russia, man.
Verse 7. Therefore, thou said the Lord Yahweh shall power. I have lifted up my hands. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. Verse 8. But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruits to my people of Israel.
So the Lord saying that basically he's going to get rid of these heathens, man. These imposters, man. Then the land of Israel is going to shoot forth his branches to his people, Israel, man. Not to the heathens, man. Basically, the Lord said he's going to get rid of those heathens in that land by thermonuclear fire, man, by missiles, and by the destruction of Yahweh Shah. Then the true owners, the true righteous owners of the land going to inhabit that land, man. Which are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The true Israelites, man. And we're going to rebuild our land, man. And this time, it's going to be established in righteousness forever, man. And you devils going to, you know, build it up too, man. All you heathens, man. We ain't going to do no work in the kingdom, man. You know, all you heathens, just like how we got the slave on this side and the kingdom, man, and, you know, which is going to be on earth. You know, the main foothold is the land of Israel, man. And y'all heathens, all you heathens going to have to build it up, man. Starting off with you elites, man. And the rest of you heathens, man. And the rest of you so-called white people, man.
God, it says they are at hand to come.
They come, so they're at hand to come, man. Our kingdom is near, man. You know, our kingdom is going to be restored, man, with the right people in it, man.
God.
The real identity of the Israelites, man. The so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Not you imposters, man. And the rest of you heathens, or the rest of you so-called white people that stole and lied about everything, man. You get on Isaiah 25. So the Lord going to replace his people back in the land, man. The true Israelites, man, which are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. and those that are Negro, Latino, Native American descent, man.
Start at verse 1.
7, 25 and 7.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25, verse 7. And it reads, it says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast cover of all people, and the vow that is spread over all nations.
And that's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is destroying in this mountain, meaning in this rulership, basically this rulership, who controls everything, Esau, man. And he don't spread a covering cast and a vow over all people, man. A veil over all people, man. Meaning they don't know who they are, man. They don't know their true identity, man. It said, and the Lord's going to cast it away, man. He's going to remove that covering cast, man. Or that vow, man. A vow, meaning all these false identities that the so-called white man push on all nations, man. And how the Lord is doing it, man. First of all, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, and by the ways of the prophets, man. We out here telling the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that they're the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. We telling you so-called white people that you're not any other nation, but the nation of Esau, Edom, man. We telling these other heathen nations that they go back to Moab, the Chinese, you know, the Ammon, Japanese go back to Ammon, you know, the sons of Japheth, which are the Hawaiian Samoans. We telling them that they go back to the sons of Japheth, man. We telling the Arabs they're Ishmaelites, you know, the Iranians, the East Indians, that they Elamites, you know. You know, we telling all these nations who they really are according to the scriptures, man. You know, and that's how the Lord is removing that covering cast and that vow or veil over from all these nations, man. That Esau done, you know, place these false identities on, man. You know, now you're being exposed, Esau, man. You can't hide anymore, man.
That's right. Verse 7. Slocky. Verse 8.
That's it. That's all that. We finish it off with Isaiah 29, 15 through 16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 15. Verse 15. It said, woe to them that seek deep into it said, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shah, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seek us and who knoweth us?
And that what these devils saying, man. What was once in their councils, man, that they plan on, that they gather up and plan in their agenda that they push, man, to put false identities on all the nations, man, you know, and claim everybody else's identity, but their true identity as being Hebrew Edomite, man, you know. But you can't hide from the Lord, man, you know. And the Lord say, woe to them, man. Destruction, man.
That's right.
You know, for all the lies and your counsels and your agenda that you push upon the earth to deceive everybody, man. You know, now the Lord exposing you for who you really are, man.
That's right.
You Edomites, that you ain't nothing but the wicked one, the wicked nation, and the devil that the Bible speak of, man.
Verse 16, it says, surely, your turning on things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay.
And that's what Esau have done, man. He done turned Edomites, the elites, you know, for centuries, man. Even from the elites on back then, man. You know, they done turned everything upside down, man. Especially in these times, man. That's why America is known as the land of confusion, man. They done turned everything upside down, man. They done got the women sleeping with women, men being with men, the men effeminate, the women masculine, you know. All these different lies they don't push, man. You know, and the main thing, these false identities, man. They got the people in derision, man, not knowing who they really are, according to the nations and the in the Bible, man. But now the Lord is exposing you, man, and setting everything up back in his rightful way, man.
Continue on. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not.
And that's what these devils think, man. You know, they think that the Lord didn't create them, man. That they their own God, man. That if there is a God, it's them, man. There's no higher power but them, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua showing you that he is the true power, man. First of all, through his words, man. Through his prophets, man. Then he's going to show you when he physically come back, man. When Yahweh shall come back with those so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, the armies of the Lord angels, and they're going to come back and bring your empire down, man.
That's right.
By the way of fire, man.
That's right.
The Lord will have America be destroyed by these missiles, man, and different other parts of your empire, man. But America will be destroyed completely, man, totally, man. And Yahweh Shah going to have his elect beamed up. He's going to save them, you know. And after a while, man, after that, man, the Lord is going to establish the kingdom, man. Once they come out of the ships, man, you know, and establish the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom of Israel on the earth, man. And the first thing that Yahweh Shah is going to do, man, you know, is put you heathens, starting off with you elites, man, and your nation, the nation of Edom, that's in power right now. He's going to bring you down, man, and put you in the captivity, man.
That's right.
And you would have to build up the kingdom of the true Israelites, man.
That's right.
Which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So you devils can't run, man. Or all you can't hide yourself anymore, man. Because the Lord will expose you through his word and through the spirit, man. You know? So that's why you devils are getting mad, man.
Continue on, it said, he made me not. Or shall the thing framed say of him that he framed it? He made no understanding. He had, it's like it said, he had no understanding.
The concept, that's what these devils think, man. They think that the Lord don't have the understanding, man. They don't switch everything around, man. Just saying like the Lord made a mistake, man. But everything the Lord done or do, he make it perfect, man. And according to you Edomites, you so-called white people, the Lord make mistakes, man. Yeah. You know, with that case, you should say the Lord made a mistake making y'all, man.
That's right.
And since y'all done lie and destroy everything, well, y'all doing the will of the Lord anyway on the left-hand side, man. Show you how simple you Edomites are, man.
That's right.
And you're going to know that you ain't nothing but a man, well, a base of man, man. Especially when that power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shall come back, man, and bring you Edomites down, man. Right along with you heathens and the non-believers, 2/3 of our people, man, or you Negro, Latino, Native Americans that don't want to get right with the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shall, man. You know, so you devils, you know, you can't hide anymore, man. The time's up. All your lies, you know, all your deceivingness, you know, it's over with, man. You know, so till the next time, you know, we pray that you brothers been edified, man.
That's right.
You know, that you've been fed well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So, till next time, man, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutation to the Akim, the hopefully elect, man, the house of David, man.
That's right.
That's out there pushing the word day in and day out, man. The fellow laborers in the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.